What's up everybody, Silver here with another Halo 5 Guardians Achievement Guide. This time we are doing part 9 of our run-through on Solo Legendary. So this is the mission Battle of Sunaion. So start this up. The beginning here, you don't really need to do anything. Your friendly people will take out all these grunts and jackals if you just hang back and don't do anything. But I'm just speeding up a little bit, running forward, shooting the jackals and grunts in the face. And then we're going to run and Spartan charge this battery, which is charging this anti-air turret, so we could destroy that. The turret goes offline, and I'm going to skip ahead here because there's some dialogue the Arbiter engages in, and we don't got time for that. So this door will open up after like 30 seconds of dialogue, and then there's 4 grunts here. We'll take them out real quick. They're startled at first, so they don't really start shooting at you for a little while, so it gives you the opportunity to shoot them in the face, or punch them. So we're just going to take out these guys from afar with our pistol, and you want to make sure you take out that fuel rod grunt as a priority. He's usually on the right side. You saw me take him out there. We're just going to pick off a bunch of enemies. They're mostly just jackals and grunts at this point, so we could just shoot them in the head. And I'm just wasting as much ammo as I can, or I'm just using the pistol until it's all used up, and then we're going to switch to the BR. Alright, so now we are going to take out this battery, which destroys that turret. And that way we save ammo, we save time. We don't have to worry about actually shooting and destroying the turret. And we're going to just pick people off. We're not going to destroy or kill everybody here. We're going to jump into this room. There's 3 grunts, so just be aware of that. And we're going to hop up here and then ground pound through the grate in the floor here. There's like a circular area you could bust through in the floor there. And just follow this path. Bust through here with a Spartan charge. We're going to go over here, follow this path, and if you go quickly enough, you could just run straight through here. I didn't even have to go in the corner there. I don't know why I went there. Just keep going. There will be a drop pod that lands to the left and right in front of you here. And right in front, the elite that pops out will have his back to you, so you could just back smack him. And keep going. So we'll move over here, follow this path, and we're going to throw a plasma grenade right at that battery. That's where the battery for this anti-air turret is. And so we ignore all of the enemies in this area and just follow this path, and we're going to hide behind here because the enemies by that turret are still over there, so they'll shoot us if we don't hide behind this little ledge here. I'm getting shot by the Phantom right above me, which is dropping off more enemies, but never fear. We're just going to hang here, and these enemies totally ignore you for the most part, so we're just going to run right by them as that door opens. Looks like they shot a fuel rod at me, but fortunately it missed. That's usually a very safe way to go. And then we're just going to follow this path, run up here, and usually get shot right about now. There we go. That's a lot of damage. Usually don't take that much. But if you go run there as fast as you can, you should be able to make it every time. So now we are actually going to have to fight a bunch of people instead of just running past them. Unfortunately, because this is an area where we need to kill all the enemies or it won't activate the elevator on the other side there. So from here, there's a bunch of turrets. Here's one. I'm going to take him out with my plasma pistol. Just shoot a few shots at him from far away. Make sure that he can't shoot you. You could use the edge of the whatever this is, whatever I'm standing on, the edge of this building, I guess, to use as cover for yourself. So just make it so that he can't shoot you, but you could shoot just the top of his head, and then you could take his shield down and then finish him off with the battle rifle shot to the face. And that goes with all the other turrets as well. So I think there's 3 turrets in this area. Here's one. With the grunts, if the grunts are on there, obviously you don't need to take down their shield. That's only with elites that you need to do that. And you want to make sure that you're watching your radar, because when you do come up here, there is a series of enemies that comes up behind you here. I guess not a series, just one little group. So you can see I was looking at my radar, making sure I knew when that was about to happen. Usually only 1 elite and 2 or 3 grunts will come up behind you. If you wanted to, be extra safe, you could always just wait for them to come up and then start picking off all the people in here. Whatever you decide. But yeah, we're just basically headshotting all the grunts. We're using the noob combo to take out the elites, which if you don't know what the noob combo is, it's using the plasma pistol overcharge to take down the shielding of an elite and then finishing him off with a headshot. So just like I did right there. And the plasma pistol is actually pretty good. There's carbine ammo right here. The plasma pistol is actually pretty good at just taking out enemies in general, just by itself, if you just use it as a normal pistol, which is not the case in some Halo games, but definitely doable in this game. So I ground pound down here to deactivate this turret. There's one up here. I'm just going to Spartan charge into it. So that's 2 down. We got 1 more right in front of me here up top. And there's a ton of different plasma pistols on the ground from all the grunts and jackals we killed, so you could just grab one of those as you're running low. And we have plenty of carbine ammo up where we were hiding out in the beginning. And now we are going to go over here. There's 2 invisible elites. They don't start off invisible, but you can see they just went invisible right when they saw me. So we want to take them out. I just noobed one of them, and then I'm going to pepper this one with the plasma pistol as well to take his shield down, and we'll just headshot both of them. And in this room, we don't really need to kill these guys, but I feel like doing it. So they're not really a threat or anything. They're just kind of hanging out and chanting some kind of song. Seems like they're worshiping the Guardian here. So there's this big hologram in the room with the Guardian. But over here, I'm going to grab a fresh 100% charged plasma pistol out of the crate there. And we're going to run back up. And we're going to destroy the battery, which is right here. You could just instruct your Osiris team to shoot at the turret, but I like to just go run around and grab or destroy the batteries. We're going to go over here. You see this crate here on the ground? It's like half-size crate. This thing is actually a giant repository of carbine ammo. So if you ever see one of those, that is carbine ammo. And that is very useful in many, many levels. So this elevator activates after a while, after some dialogue. That thing I just smacked becomes a terminal that you could activate to activate the elevator. And so I hit that. I just cut ahead because it's a little bit of time we're saving on the video. But we come out at the bottom. We're just going to follow this path. And there's more carbine ammo we just passed as well. So if you missed that, there's some there. And we're just going to follow this path. At this point, you could run through pretty much all of this, but I'm going to just hang here and kill a couple people just to make this path a little bit safer before we run past everybody. It's easier to run past dead people than living people, so just going to take a few of them out. And looking good, looking good. Took out a couple elites, couple jackals, and we're looking pretty fly now, so we're going to go over here and just wrap around to the left. And we're going to wrap around to the left over here. It looks like you can't really go over here, but you can. Look at this. Look at this whole area we skipped. So for this part, there is a turret over there, so I like to take him out for sure before I try to run past him. And we're going to go now. That turret will tear you up if you don't take him out first. Obviously, speedrunners are able to get by them, but just to make it a little safer, take the turret out. Makes it a lot easier. Here I almost died. That's usually pretty safe. You can take out those 2 jackals I ran directly past. That would make it a lot easier. I would throw like a plasma grenade or something at them if you wanted to disorient them while you run past. So if you're not comfortable just running straight past them, throw a plasma grenade. It'll take them out, or it'll just, at least, if it doesn't kill them, it will make them kind of move aside for a little bit and not shoot at you for a little bit while you run past them. So here, you want to just basically hang back here and take everybody out. We're going to use the noob combo. Obviously, jackals don't have energy shields like elites do, but by overcharged plasma pistoling them, it actually gets them to stagger and move their shield out of the way so you could shoot them in the head. And you want to make sure if you run past that last area like I did, you want to make sure you look behind you and make sure there's no suicide grunts coming at you, because that does happen. So you can see I turned around and there were 3 coming at me actually, which has never happened to me before. 1 or 2 have come behind me, but never 3. That was a unique situation. And you can see we're just taking enemies out with a plasma pistol, carbine combo. The grunts are annoying when they get on the turret because it's tough to see their head, so I'm not sure where to shoot to get a headshot every single time. But that's why I just unload into their body a lot of the time, just because I'm not even looking for their head for the headshot. And that's not working, apparently. So, smack the wall in frustration, and then keep going. There we go, that was a headshot. Alright, so we still have the other turret manned by a grunt. The elites are a lot easier to deal with when they're on a turret, because you can just shoot them in the head from far away with the plasma pistol to take their shield down and then headshot them. Grab a fairly fresh plasma pistol, and we're going to jump up here once we think we've cleared everybody out. We're going to move up here. There's actually a beam rifle jackal who appears right there. He comes around the corner, so you want to make sure you take him out because he could one-shot kill you. And then if your Fire Team Osiris is not there in time to revive you, you will have to go back to the last checkpoint. And there's a carbine jackal as well. You can see I just took him out. he's not as dangerous, but still probably someone you want to take out. And there is an invisible sword elite. So you can see in the beginning I was not moving forward, because if you move forward, it activates the sword elite to come at you. So I did not want to do that. But once you move up over here, he does kind of move forward along that long, it's not really a ramp, that long bridge. Yeah, it's a bridge. So we're going to go over here. And it looks like we've cleared out everybody in the immediate area. I'm just kind of picking people off in the next area from very far away. There's another carbine repository here. And I never go to the right here, but I'm doing that right now, apparently. I always go to the left and wrap around. But it's the same thing. We're going to noob combo this elite. Going to headshot the grunts. And there are going to be not too many extra people up ahead here. A couple jackals, a couple grunts, and then we have to fight the 2 hunters up here. So I have 2 plasma pistols, or not plasma pistols, 2 plasma grenades, which I'm going to use to stick one of the hunters when we get up there. As soon as we take out these guys. There we go. Alright, so we're going to move up here, and you want to sprint. Oh, there's a grunt, or a jackal behind me I didn't notice. But we're going to come up here and just stick this guy as he's forming. And then we're going to run away. And we're going to grab the plasma caster over here in a crate. And there's more carbine ammo right here, you can see. This infinite carbine ammo repository that we love. And I'm just going to use the plasma caster overcharged. And you want to shoot at the feet of the hunter, because if you shoot him in the body, there's a good chance he'll deflect it with his shield. If you shoot him in the shield, he'll just like knock it away like that. He's basically, it's like you're playing baseball with him. But yeah, so don't do that. You want to shoot at the feet of the hunter. So the explosion will hurt the, or not the elite, the hunter, and also the secondary explosions will fall all around him and hurt him as well. So we're just going to do this. And I like to only use enough ammo so that there's 5 left in my plasma caster, because I'm going to use this later. So we're going to just use the carbine at this point, because I like to keep 5 in my plasma caster for later, which makes the final battle a lot easier. So we're just going to spam this guy with carbine, because we do have infinite carbine, which is nice over here. It is a little annoying, takes a little bit of time. It only takes like a minute though, maybe not even a minute. It always takes longer when you're, it always seems like it's taking longer when you're actually doing it. Alright, come on, get out of here. I could throw a frag grenade, but, you know, I decided against it for some reason. Actually, I don't think I decided anything. I think I just forgot that I had frags, but, you know, whatever. This carbine's working fine. It doesn't look like it's doing any damage, but... And if you can, you want to shoot him in the back, because that is his weakest point, is where you can see all his orange, wormy goodness. You want to shoot him there. Alright, now he's down. There we go. So, full carbine. We got a plasma caster with 5 shots left. And this door is going to open with 3 grunts in here, so just be aware of that. So, you should be able to take them out with your carbine, especially after being awesome and fighting those 2 hunters. I would hope the grunts don't take you out. They could, though, if you could forget that they're over there. But over here, there are 2 fuel rods, and I don't use them against the hunters because I like to give them to my teammate. I guess I could use all the ammo except for 1 shot and then give it to my team, but I didn't do that. I wasn't thinking that far ahead, apparently. I'm just thinking of it now. But anyway, so 2 of my Spartans now have a fuel rod cannon, and that will help me for this next section up here. So, we're going to go over here. This is a... I skipped ahead, obviously. You saw me, the screen cut to another section. That was just me skipping the elevator ride down. And we're going to go through here. This is a whole scripted sequence with the Guardian messing everything up. Like this walkway I'm trying to walk on. So that's not cool. And we're going to go over here. Everything's blown up. It's a big cinematic scene here. The floor is falling out beneath you. It's very, very crazy, very dramatic. It reminds me of the Halo 4 Ghost run where everything's just falling apart around you. And you almost fall off the edge here into the ocean. But you climb back up. And we're just going to boost over here. And there is another plasma caster on the ground over here, so we're going to jump down here, and you'll see another plasma caster. We're going to get full ammo from this. So now we have full ammo with the plasma caster, and we're going to ignore these crawlers here. We're just going to continue on our way. You could take them out if you want, if you really want to, but no need. We're going to run up here, find Arbiter wrecking this knight. Just going to run past him, jump up here, and then jump up here, and we are going to start killing the 2 Watchers. There's 2 Watchers to start this area, so we want to prioritize those guys because they could shield and heal all the other people, which we don't like. Not cool. So we killed one there. And I like to mark the enemies so my teammates concentrate fire on them. That makes this section a lot easier, especially since they have fuel rods, so they could just light them up with those. And we're just going to carbine all these people to start. So there's a bunch of soldiers and a bunch of crawlers now. We've been invaded by Prometheans all of a sudden. And we're going to slowly make our way down to the right. And then occasionally there will be more crawlers that warp in behind this section. So you can see that crawler I'm shooting at right now warped in. That's a soldier, but yeah, the crawler's right next to him. And yeah, we're just going to carbine these people. You can see my fuel rod friends are helping out. And again, the crawlers spawn behind my team who is moving up, which is not cool. So this is why you don't want to be down there, because people just spawn behind you and in front of you, and you can be cornered easily. So that's not good. So we're going to hang out up here. And again, just carbine the hell out of everybody. And once the people on the left over here are kind of dissipated and gone, we want to start plasma castering that area, that general area I'm shooting at right now, because there's a ton of soldiers. And we want to take them out as efficiently as possible. You can see I started taking down the shields, and I'm starting to get kills now. You probably won't get kills on the first 2 or 3 shots you take, but you're just going to take their shields down and start wrecking them. You can see I'm getting kills pretty much every other shot now at this point. So yeah, just shoot a plasma caster, overcharge, whatever this is called, wherever you see a soldier down here. And that will soften them up, and then we will be able to headshot them. If we don't kill them with the actual plasma caster, we could just headshot them with the carbine here. And there's more carbine ammo up to the right if you wrap around this building. Hug the right, and there is one of those infinite carbine ammo crates. We're just going to keep going. You can see more crawlers spawn in back here. More carbine ammo right here, but there's even more, again, to the right if you wrap around and hug the right. Kill those crawlers. Some weak soldiers might be hanging out. Then there's going to be another wave of enemies, and they're going to have the splinter turrets, which is not cool. So we want to prioritize those guys, because you can see they're actually shooting at me a little bit. They're not very good at their aiming game, but if I'm not paying attention, I could easily just walk into one of the splinter turrets here. So we want to prioritize that guy, because he's really the only one who could see me at this point. So we want to shoot him. And if you can't really reach him, you can see the carbine ammo right there. If you can't really shoot him efficiently with a plasma caster, you're not great at like the arc or something, you could just lay into him with the carbine, because again, we do have infinite carbine ammo here. Whoa, guy. That guy's got a light rifle. And you want to keep your ear open for the people spawning in on the left, because it's not anything big anymore, but again, the two to three crawlers will spawn in from time to time, so watch out for that. There's another splinter grenade, or splinter turret guy shooting at me. This guy will not die. Nope, he's not having it. Alright, that's fine. I could hear more crawlers spawning in on the left, so I'm going to go over here. Where are they? There we go. Got that guy. So at this point, we're just mopping up the remaining soldiers. There's probably 2 or 3 left. Who knows? They could be hiding behind a bunch of stuff over here, but we're just going to take them out with the carbine. Or we could use a beam rifle, actually, sitting over here. Has 100% ammo, so we could grab this. And once we take out these remaining soldiers, the Warden will spawn in, so you want to be ready to move up, which we will do in a second. So take that guy out. The beam rifle is pretty good against soldiers, even though the sniper rifle, the human sniper rifle, is not great. The beam rifle works pretty well. So we're going to run over here, grab a fuel rod out of that crate, grab the incineration cannon just lying on the ground there, and we're going to use this to take out the Warden. Unfortunately, there's a splinter grenade wielding, or splinter turret wielding soldier still alive down there, so he's kind of a threat to me. I'm going to mark him in a second so my teammates could prioritize him and distract him, hopefully. So yeah, we just unloaded all of our ammo of the incineration cannon on him. And now we're pretty much going to do the same thing with the fuel rod. So reload, throw nades. You just want to lay into him with the 2 guns here for the most part, though. So reload, throw a grenade, then keep going. Just be aware of his Cyclops, whatever it is. His heat vision, whatever they call that thing. So you duck behind the corner when you can see he's about to shoot it at you. But that's it. Then you could hide here in that corner I just went to, and it is a pretty safe spot. And that is all for this one, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Click like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Follow me on Twitter at HaloCompletion and on Twitch and Mixer at SilverScorpion4. And check out my podcast called HaloComprehensionalist. And I'll see you guys later for more Halo achievements.